A must-win game on the line in Week 8 for the Dallas Cowboys, and they had all the momentum coming down to the final minutes. But that late comeback just not enough to get it done in Week 8 in Levi Stadium. 30-24, the final over the San Francisco 49ers, leaving the Cowboys at 3-4 in the season. And it was a heavyweight battle on both sides to start, but ended up being the same outcome for Dallas as their other 4 losses this season. They couldn't stop the run, allowing 223 yards on the ground. Couldn't slow down the pass. Also, couldn't run the football, only rushing for 56 yards as a team. And just looking at the third quarter alone, San Francisco outscored the Cowboys 21-0. 49ers had 160 yards to Dallas's 16 that quarter, and the 49ers also won the first down battle 10-0. And the Cowboys had opportunities late thanks to Dak and CeeDee Lamb finding that chemistry, but there's no moral wins in losses, especially in a game that you had control to write a different story.
Yeah, definitely. Third quarter was obviously a factor in the outcome. The 3-3 and outs on offense, and the one giveaway, and obviously their point and really production there. But yeah, I mean, you have ebbs and flows of the game. We definitely stayed in that valley way too long. So we felt solid at halftime. That they were +5 ahead of us in the big play. But Purdy, making plays with his feet, and the 3-3 and outs. We didn't give our defense any relief either, too. But I thought our guys did a excellent job fighting back in the fourth quarter. We just needed to make probably 1 or 2 more plays. Particularly on it, they still have a chance to go down and win it there in the last series on offense. So we're disappointed. I think our guys, our men really had a good week of preparation. I thought there's definitely areas of improvement, but still we have a ton to work on. I mean, there's some hard matchups throughout the game that we prepared for and we didn't get it done. So we have to go back and continue to work hard, in the planning part of it, because their key players were very productive, tonight. And so when you put together a plan for that, it's you obviously need to execute it, and so coaches and players, we can learn from this. And we're 3-4. That's the facts of this deal. But I felt very confident, based off of the week preparation. We're disappointed. We're disappointed because we obviously felt we were going to come in here and do what we needed to do to get the win. We came up short.
I mean, me personally, frustrated myself that my play. I imagine the rest of the guys are not getting the win. 2 in a row, sitting at 3-4. But I can definitely tell you that nobody's shaken or given up. Frustration is very high, but it's a long season. I mean, it's a long season. Division games, a lot are still ahead of us. Frustrated. That's the best way that I can put it.
The last drive, can you go back, was there belief, and can you just talk about those 4 plays?
Yeah, hell yeah, there's belief. I mean, that's all I can ask for. All this team can ask for is an opportunity. Ball in our hand, down 6, to go win the game. And first one, in cut, got to just put the ball higher. Nowhere else, I think, in that moment. I mean, from my view, to go with the ball, just got to put it higher and/or scramble, create something with my legs being its first down. The second down play, they did a good job. Took Ferg away underneath, kind of bracketed this corner route, forced me out of the pocket. Third down, liked the matchup, took a shot, didn't convert it. And then on the fourth down, got pressure early. I had to get out of the pocket and kind of put something up for hopes. Hope that there was contact on the end. Didn't go that way. 2 guys on 1. They made the plays when they needed to, and we didn't.
Jack Toddler for the Business. You've had your chance against these guys a couple of times with the ball late in games.
Yeah.
Is there something that they change up late in games, or just how do you come up with a reason why it's been difficult to make those plays late for you?
Yeah, I mean, we just haven't made the plays, and they've made them more than us. As you said, right, it's been a couple years, a couple times. It's frustrating. I've got to make the plays, period.
Just when you thought the bye week alleviated some of those frustrations the Cowboys had from the first 6 weeks, well, that loss to the 49ers brought back those frustrations and then some. There were so many momentum shifts in Sunday night's game, but which one was the ultimate dagger for the Dallas Cowboys? That's up next here on Cowboys Flashback.
Dallas Cowboys Flashback, powered by Reliant, is brought to you by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. And by Reliant, official energy provider of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys.
Elevated to the spot this year. 3rd and 4. Prescott moves the pocket, throws on the run, sideline, going up to grab it as he inbounds. Yamador Lenore ruled inbounds. A spectacular interception by Lenore.
The people like to say tips and overthrows, you got to have those. Well, the Dallas Cowboys absolutely failing in that category Sunday night. The 49ers, the only team in Levi Stadium with takeaways in that game, and Lindor, that interception you just saw, the ultimate game-changing play Sunday night. The Cowboys had the momentum at halftime, leading 10-6, gave up a touchdown out of the half, and the 49ers just kept building from there. That was not the only interception, though, of the night. Dak threw 2 of them, now 8 on the season. The first interception, though, from Jair Brown, because of Nick Bosa, of course, getting pressure at the line of scrimmage. His 3rd turnover forced by pressure of the year. And Dak having another tough night Sunday night, sacked twice and had pressure in his face majority of the night. But he's still staying optimistic on whether if this team can clean up some things and move forward.
Yeah, take it one at a time. Some of that, as you said, been here before. 2018, I mean, obviously me personally, I don't know how many guys are still on the team from then, right? Me, Zeke, Zach, a couple of the veterans. We know what it takes in this league. You get hot, you can get rolling, and that's all you're looking to do. So that's my point about this. Is frustrating, but nobody's giving up. Nobody's been as shook as you can say from where we're at. We just got to focus up, get ready to go on the road, and got another good team coming up, and do whatever we can to make sure we come out of victory, get even, and then we'll worry about after that. After this next road game, but we just got to take it one at a time. As I said, everything's still in control. You lost 4, but we can get hot, and that's the plan. We just got to keep building. Whether this was a win or a loss, that's how this league works. You got to build, and unfortunately, this was a loss. Puts us at 3-4. Sucks. Not trying to go to 3-5, so trying to go get a win.
John Michaud did on the first interception at the
Yeah.
to Turpin. Just did you think he was singled up, or was that kind of what you wanted?
Yeah, I mean, he was singled up. Obviously, I mean, the safety just got over there because I got hit as I was throwing the ball and left the ball hanging from the hit that allowed the safety to get over there. But, I mean, he was singled up. If I get that off clean, it's going to be outside, away from the safety, probably front pylon somewhere, and would have been a whole different, story to it. Unfortunately, I didn't. Left the ball inside, interception. Happens, and yeah, sucks. Great play by the front up there. Potentially, I can just get off of it, eat it. Thinking I could release the ball before I got hit. But sometimes a sack is 10 times better or a lot of times a sack's better than that.
Dak having a rough night, but seems to have found his star wide receiver. That chemistry seems to have been found. CeeDee Lamb with the 13 receptions Sunday night against the 49ers, making him sit at the top of the NFL since 2020 for most career receptions. Is he back? I don't know. Let's talk about it right here. Coming up next on Cowboys Flashback.
This segment was brought to you by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by Ashley, the official furniture store of the Dallas Cowboys.
If there was anything good to take away from Week 8 between the Cowboys and the 49ers, is that Dak and CeeDee seem to be back on the same page. 2 straight touchdowns in the fourth quarter, leading the way in the Cowboys' attempt to come back Sunday night. Dak and CeeDee connected 13 times for 146 yards and 2 touchdowns. The best performance from that duo all season long. But what did CeeDee Lamb take out of this team's attempt to make a comeback? He spoke with everybody post-game. Here's what he had to say.
We got a lot of fight in us, obviously. Granted, we started off slow offensively. Defense did a great job, I feel like. And then, obviously, tell the 2 halves, both offense and defense.
How bad did, I guess this is a captain on this question, but how badly did you want to end this losing streak to this team?
Pretty bad. It really sucks, especially coming here 3 times the last 3 years. Lost to them. Sickening.
For you and Dak, you feel like you guys on the same page with it and got going. Is that a positive step that you think?
Yeah, we about to get this thing rolling. For sure.
What more do you guys need from just the offensive line?
We got to get started, bro. We gotta maintain the momentum. We can't really go out too up and down offensively, and I feel like everyone on the offense can say that. We got to go put up points, whether it's 3 or 7, regardless, every time we touch the field. So we gotta build off the momentum, play complementary football. We can't take any steps backwards as far as penalties or anything of that's self-conflicting, and I'm a firm believer in that, and I know we can do it. So with that, we gotta be right.
Are there ways this receiving corps can help Dak out more when you look at some of these plays and maybe he's forcing things? Do you feel like there's ways that you guys can help him out?
We got to catch the ball. I feel like that's the only way we can move the ball, stay above the sticks, and then get open. You know what I'm saying? Whatever play is called, we got to make most of it and bring it to life.
CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott looking to build off the positives they had shown in Week 8 against the 49ers, and hopefully that solves some answers for this Cowboys team offensively. But while they look for some answers, this Dallas defense and Mike Zimmer looking for some answers as well for that performance in Week 8 against the 49ers. That's up next.
This segment was brought to you by Ashley, the official furniture store of the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, the bye week was good until it wasn't Sunday. Kyle Shanahan's offense absolutely getting the best of Mike Zimmer and this Dallas Cowboys defense. And they had a little bit of some success in the first half. They had success getting off the field on 3rd downs, held the 49ers to just 2 field goals. But coming out of the break, San Francisco, they just hit a new gear. It was all gas, no brakes. George Kittle set a career high in yards after the catch and receiving yards. Their 4th-round rookie, Isaac Guerrero, had a night averaging 6.1 yards per carry with a touchdown. Well, the Cowboys' pass rush is still lacking, still struggling, giving Purdy too much time to throw and move out of the pocket. And when he did, he rushed for 56 yards. That's the same amount of yards the Cowboys' running back room as a whole had all together. It was the same story defensively. This Cowboys defense, though, just not pleased.
Just executed. They executed. They understood what we wanted to do to them, and they had some good plays. So shout out to them and the way they executed. So they came out and did what they needed to do.
Jordan, what's the difference between this year's team right now and last year's?
Can't put a finger on it, honestly. We just can't even think about last year. We got to think about playing in Atlanta now. So, like I said, we got to think about the next opportunity. Can't think about the past. Can't think about the future. Just think about, the present and how we can get better in the present.
What's up? 2nd and 3. They're going to go back to the air. Pressure on Purdy. He did a great job of holding on to the ball as Overshown came off the edge. And a guy who played Brock Purdy when they were at Texas and Iowa State, respectively, almost got him for a big turnover.
Some of the major issues we definitely fixed. We tried some different fronts. I'm sure we stay in tune with those. Those worked out pretty well for the most part. But it was just a couple of plays where, quarterback took off or they broke for a long run that, end up costing us. And those are always the plays like you wish you had back. But for the most part, I feel like we done good with the game plan. Like I say, we let it get away from us in the 3rd quarter. Got our composure back in the 4th quarter, finished strong, but it wasn't enough.
Marvin, were you surprised that Brock was able to hold on to that ball on that side?
Watching his film, he he carried the ball a lot, so I'm sure that's something that he works on. Me personally, I got to do a better job at attacking the ball, like blindside. You know, I know it's a hard hit, but I got to do better attacking the ball, especially in that situation, getting it back to our offense to the closest to the end zone as I can. So that's one thing that I learned from that sack. But like I said, he held on to the ball. Good play by him.
Coming out of halftime, how were they able to find that stride from your perspective?
I think they came out, they tried a couple different things and hit, and we just didn't get adjusted fast enough. And by that time, you know, we had gave up 3 touchdowns. We didn't give up no touchdowns in the first half, but came out second half, gave up 3 quick ones, and it ended up hurting us in the end.
A lot of big plays on crossing patterns too. What would you have to identify as that maybe? Was there a cause for that, or is it just kind of something that's...
Good play call, and then it's actually, you know, one of the things in the defense that's like, it's tough. It's tough on our safeties, and it's tough on our linebackers trying to get underneath and help it. So it's just one thing that we got to continue to work on. The crossers, they've been eating us up the past 6 games, and it got us this game too. So it's just something that we got to continue to get better at.
You know, proud of how we fought. You know, obviously it wasn't the outcome we wanted. You know, but we have some good stuff to hang our hat on. You know, like I said, the third quarter was pretty bad, and that's we got to start looking at ourselves within and get back to it.
How much is that fourth quarter?
Hold on, what's up?
To that end, in the third quarter, you guys have been outscoring 61-16 this season. Is there something that's happening or maybe not happening at halftime that's leading to those struggles?
You know, I don't know. I think we just need to, you know, get to the bottom of it for sure. You know, like I said, that was the difference in today's game.
Eric Kendricks noting that they have to get to the bottom of a lot of things, which is certainly true, especially heading into this next gauntlet of the schedule. The Cowboys had no takeaways. I said this earlier in the show, but I feel like it needs to be stressed again. 0 takeaways in a week 8. That's something that they thrived in last year in 2023. One of the best teams in the league at doing so. Another stat line, Brock Purdy played the Cowboys 3 times. The Cowboys have yet to intercept him at all in those 3 meetings. They've allowed 462 yards averaged in their 4 losses, so a lot of things to clean up as they move forward. But where does this leave this Cowboys team heading into this next stretch of games? That's up next here on Cowboys Flashback.
To watch more Dallas Cowboys content on your connected TV, download the Cowboys Now app on Amazon Fire, Roku, and Apple TV. Dallas Cowboys Flashback, powered by Reliant, was brought to you by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys, and by Reliant, an NRG company.
The Dallas Cowboys in a position they did not expect to be in by the end of Week 8 heading into Week 9. They're sitting at 3-4 in the season, getting ready to take on the Atlanta Falcons, who sit at the top of the NFC South. What does this do for this mindset of this team? Well, Eric Kendricks was asked about it post-game.
Shoot, you know, we gotta have a little chip on our shoulder now. You know what I mean? I feel like you find out what you're made of in these kind of situations. Don't blink. You know what I mean? Get back to work. You know, we've all been hit in the mouth, you know, on this team before. You know, and it's, you know, we're facing a little bit of adversity, but you know, I feel like, you know, just how we finished that game. You know, even when the third quarter seemed a little bit out of reach, and we just battled back, got to stop. You know, put some points up, got to stop. We were just going one play at a time, and you know, we gotta have that mentality from the jump.
Certainly the mindset and mentality they need heading into this next stretch of games. Let's take a look around the NFC East first. The Washington Commanders sitting at 6-2, leading the NFC East. The Philadelphia Eagles 5-2, second place. And the Dallas Cowboys now 3-4 after 2 straight losing games. The New York Giants, of course, sitting at dead last in the NFC East. The Cowboys now 2.5 games behind Washington, 2 games behind the Philadelphia Eagles. And if you look at the numbers, since 1990, get this, since 1990, 19.2% of teams have made the playoffs with a 3 and 4 star. So a lot of things the Cowboys do need to do heading back into this next stretch of games. The Atlanta Falcons, no joke of a team. The Cowboys do have to get ready to take them on, and then they'll have the Houston Texans and long stretch of games, Tampa Bay Buccaneers as well to get ready for. It's back to work. We'll see what this mindset is for this team. They have a couple of days left, a full week actually, to prepare for this Falcons team. They head out to Atlanta. It's a noon kickoff. Can the Cowboys get back on the right track? Can this defense improve under Mike Zimmer? A lot of questions there about how they can improve and make adjustments and things like that. So hopefully this offense and CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott continue to build off that chemistry that they had as well in Week 8. Can the Cowboys get it done? We'll see how they head into Atlanta Falcons in Week 9.